Well, hello there, and this is Auntie and Honey. Let's talk about Emily, the cheating and the gaslighting. Are y'all ready to get into this? Let's do it. Ciao, bye. It's so much mess going on MAFS. So glad I ain't cover it. Because I would be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs right about now.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop
auntie
boop.
that
You can make this up.
Now, you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even try?
Aunties and lies, sweet old auntie. Aunties and lies. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, welcome back, everybody, and this is Auntie. And if this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe button and joining this family. And to all of my nieces, nephews, and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. By the time that you all see this video, it will be morning. Okay. But honey, I had to come out here and talk about it. So in homage of the time that you will see this, I am adorning one of my fabulous plush lush bathrobes. But honey, let's go ahead on and spill the tea. Or should I say, sip the coffee? Ciao, bye. On the other day, on the after party of Married at First Sight, there was major tea spillage and coffee sipping regarding Miss Emily. Shall come to find out that all the tea was spilled. Let me tell you how it got spilled. You ready? Okay, let's get into it. So, there was a conversation had. Okay, so there were two parts to it, right? The first one, it was dry. The first half of it was dry. But the second half, where Becca and Cameron was. So they were having a discussion about the season and about, all of the foo la la that was going on. Cameron had made a statement about, his agreement, child, with his alleged wife, his business partner, child. They made an agreement. And he was discussing, some of the things, and he had indicated that he had told Claire that, I will lie for me and you and make up a story, but what I won't do is lie on someone else and cause their marriage to be destroyed. Well, Becca, with her smart ass, decided that she was going to check Cameron, indicating that she had saw some text messages about, him, coming up with this story. What she did not realize was that her old girlfriend had only told her what she wanted her to know. It appears that she had been clipping certain parts of the text message, but not all of it. So Cameron sat up in his seat and said, text messages. Oh, let's talk about text messages. I have all the text messages. the full text messages, not the cut, deleted, edited version of it. So let me tell you what the deal was. So he goes into Honey a spiel about how she had said that he was smarter than her, that if he had kissed her, she wasn't going to like it. This was from day one. So all the confusion and the chaos that we saw throughout the season was as a result of this storyline that the two of them had. What he also disclosed during that conversation was that Emily, because she was being treated so poorly in her relationship, decided that she was going to go out to a bar. Well, child, when she was downtown to the bar, she met an Australian. And you know what she did, right? Y'all know. They made out. Because if Becca hadn't opened up her mouth and said anything, it probably wouldn't have. But it did. It came out that Emily had cheated in the relationship. To make matters worse, Keisha asked Becca, is this true? And Becca is the one that had to ultimately spill the tea. Moreover, Cameron said that he had mentioned, okay, boo, let me tell you something. Hold on. He had mentioned to Claire that, this may be a problem or whatever. She said cheaters get what they deserve. Talking about her girlfriend. Now, of course, Emily, sitting on the background, somewhere at home, sipping tea, probably choked on it when she discovered that she was outed by her good friend Becca because she decided to get in where she didn't fit in. She should have let Cameron say what Cameron had to say, and for a change, minded her business, since she was already having a whole bunch of problems in her own damn relationship. Now, based on that, Emily came back with the clapback on social media, type alls and all. He was absent for most of the season, as we all know, right? So, anyway, they were told Claire was the one that told Emily about the stuff that was going on with Brennan. And he was going out on double dates with Cameron. But Cameron said, it's my turn to spill the tea. And he clapped back on him. So at this point, Cameron ain't have nothing to lose. He had nothing to lose by telling at all. So Emily, having been put out there, took to her Instagram where she clapped back at Cameron and said the following. Number one, oh, the Tweedles conspiring together and mass manipulated. Cam is trying to use Claire's narrative as his own, she wrote, adding class Cam. Emily also addressed the cheating claims in her post after her friend Becca confirmed during her appearance on a MAFS after party show that she, okay, kissed an Australian guy at a bar, right? Emily also noted her cheating situation is no comparison to what her husband did. But let me just say this. One of the things earlier on in the season, as we watched, that is one of the things that turned him off about her, was the fact that once they got to know each other, she disclosed that she was one of those one night stand girls. Now, she had disclosed that even earlier on doing, when they or trying to find her castmates. So we always knew that to be true. She hadn't been in one serious relationship. All of the guys gaslight her, get tired of her. And so she decided to get married. So, as far as I'm concerned, and in my humble opinion, a leopard never changes its. Okay, moving on. She said, me cheating versus Brandon's cheating examples is not anything. Wait until you find out which friend Brandon told about this one. Then she came out and said the following about Keisha Knight pulling and her husband. She said, oh, and KPP silencing us women and gaslighting us on national TV about being gaslit. Plus bringing her husband on to have backup to double team bullying us girls. Hashtag above buzzwords. She says, I am back to being absolutely disgusted. Hashtag women should support other women. Now, you can be supportable, but ain't nobody going to lie. Now, I don't know about Keisha Knight pulling, bringing her husband on there and, gaslighting y'all and silencing the women. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all think about it. But I tell you what, Becca should have played the fifth. If we're going to talk about hashtag women supporting women, then Becca should have shut the fuck up. Period. Period. Now, we already know that there was tense interaction between Emily and Keisha from day one. But she is not a fan of her. Now, if you think that Keisha Knight pulling is not going to find some kind of way to check her, you're sadly mistaken. Emily didn't represent herself, in my opinion, on this show very well because she sat back. She was negative. Okay? She was negative. And she played one role on the camera and one role off, and she wanted to make sure that she made him look as bad as she could. And guess who spilled those teas about her and Claire? Cameron. He said that Claire was determined that she was going to make him look as bad as she could. This season wasn't full of nothing but a whole bunch of fool-la-la and bullshit. Point blank, period. But I tell you what, she definitely did not change who she was out there with an Australian, knowing you fully married. I don't care what he does until you're divorced, and if you don't want your reputation torn up, then you shouldn't have been making out with an Australian. We saw this from day A when she first showed up on the scene. Didn't even realize why she was even picked. But honey, they were messy. This was the messiest season of Married at First Sight ever. Y'all tell me downtown in the comment section what y'all think. Do y'all think that she had a right to be cheating on him? Or should she have waited until she got out of the relationship? And what about Becca throwing her 2 cents in there, which made Cameron sit up on the edge of his seat and say, you want to talk about receipts? You want to talk about text message? Unfortunately for you, I got all of them. And they're in sequential and chronological order up in this mother. Y'all go ahead on and get off in those comments. What y'all think about this? Until we meet again, y'all be safe out there in those streets. and in order. Bye, y'all.